Reverend Canon Elizabeth Tulloch, Honorable Ministers of Government, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Valerie Woods, Madam President of the Senate, Honorable Caroline Trench Sandiford, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Dr. Moses Shine Barrow, Members of the Senate, Financial Secretary Joseph Waite, Governor of the Central Bank of Belize, Mr. Kareem Michael, His Worship, the Mayor of Belize City, Bernard Wagner, the Commander of the Belize Defense Force, Colonel Azarel Loria, and the Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, government officials, Mr. Gareth Evans and Mr. Stuart Rost, representatives of De La Rue, distinguished guests, family members of our celebrated national heroes, and if I did not officially include you, let me say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome all to this historical event. I stand here as a proud Belizean today, right? Thanking God for this wonderful opportunity that we are going to witness at this time. So, on behalf of the government of Belize and the Central Bank of Belize, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this historic occasion. This is the unveiling of our nation's redesigned currency notes. Today, of course, marks a moment of pride, progress, and unity as we celebrate a milestone that reflects the strength, heritage, and future of our great nation. So we are honored, deeply honored, to have you with us today. I'd like to ask you to kindly stand as we ask Omalewa Osein Project to play our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Belize, Land of the Free by the Carib Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our country, Belize, the land of the free by the Carib Sea. I'd like to ask you to kindly remain standing as I turn to Reverend Canon Elizabeth Tulloch of the Belize Council of Churches, who will now offer the invocation to mark this very special occasion. Reverend Canon Tulloch.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 says, "For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven." This verse is a reminder that life's events are part of a continuous cycle of divine order. Let us pray. Most holy God, thank you for the opportunity to come together and offer you praise for your glory in our land. We are grateful for your guidance and gifts of leadership, vision, and effort that brought us to this moment, and ask you to continue to bless the leaders and citizens of our country. Bless the attendees present at this very important event today. We are grateful for the rich history of our nation, especially the national heroes who continue to inspire us to uphold service and devotion to our country and to each other. Please help us to always be mindful of the values and contributions they have brought forth to us. As we bring our history together with the creative innovation of change, we ask for your continued prosperity and protection over our country. We pray for the success of this event as we present our new currency design. In humility and hope, we commit these works to you, praying for continued wisdom and guidance of our nation. And may we always remember that the author of the ultimate design of everything is you. Amen.
You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Reverend, thank you so much for your uplifting words of prayer. And now I call on the Governor of the Central Bank of Belize, Mr. Kareem Michael, for the opening remarks. It is my honor and pleasure to call on the Governor of the Central Bank of Belize. Please receive him with a round of applause, please.
Protocol has been established, but it would be remiss of me not to specifically acknowledge the Prime Minister and also the Minister of State, Minister Cowie, for being alongside the Central Bank since we began the project. PM, Minister Cowie, on behalf of the Central Bank, we sincerely thank you. Also, special recognition to the Price and Golson families. I cannot imagine what you may be feeling at this moment. If I were to hazard a guess, however, I think pride would be in there, as both heroes were proud, fierce Belizeans. And of course, a large dose of humility as the way both men lived their lives. Please, ladies and gentlemen, just some applause. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this event, the official design reveal ceremony for the new series of banknotes that will be released in around June, July of this year. As you may know, the Central Bank holds responsibility for the issuance of notes and coins in our beautiful country. Our responsibility includes taking steps to ensure that there is adequate supply of currency to support and conduct daily economic activities. In this regard, we are mindful of the increasing use of debit cards, digital transactions, and other forms of payment, which improve the ease of doing business in all areas of the economy. We are equally mindful of the high level of reliance that Belizeans place on the use of banknotes for the settlement of day-to-day transactions. The food vendor, the corner shop, on the bus, in a taxi, are just but a few places where we reach for cash in our wallets and our purses to pay for the goods and services that we consume. The Central Bank of Belize therefore attaches high importance to the steps we take to ensure that the banknotes that we put into circulation are safe and secure as we seek to protect the interests of the public. As a central bank, we adopt global best practices in the continuous effort to ensure our legal responsibility that we protect the value of the Belizean currency. International best practice dictates that central banks review currency designs every 5 to 10 years to ensure that we address issues and challenges in the printing, circulation, and redemption of notes and coins. The fact is that the pace of development, adoption of new and emerging technologies relating to currency has accelerated over the past 10 to 15 years. The records will show that periodically, the central bank makes changes to adopt new technology and to respond to new developments that provide opportunities to present Belizeans with banknotes that reflect international best practices in currency design, features, and operations. Following the establishment of the central bank in January 1982, for example, the bank issued notes in 83, 90, 98, and 2003 to enhance security features in its banknotes while continuing to incorporate Belizean wildlife, national culture, and historic sites. It should therefore be evident that the Central Bank of Belize has always embraced opportunities to improve the quality of notes that we provide to the public, as well as the features that prevent counterfeiting. The new family of notes that we launched today are no different. They are designed to enhance security features, making them more resilient against counterfeiting and misuse. As you will hear from the Prime Minister shortly, the new family of notes also allows us to recognize and celebrate our heritage and the rich history of Belize. As I bring these brief remarks to a close, I would like to re-emphasize that when we put the new series of notes into circulation, there will be absolutely no change in its value. Today, $1 is equivalent to 2 Belizean dollars. This will not change. The value of 1 Belize dollar after the new banknotes are put into circulation will remain the same. We will continue to share this message with the people of Belize over the next several weeks and months as we launch the campaign to educate the Belizean public about the new currency notes. Our objective is to ensure that all Belizeans are made aware of the main features of the new notes, including the appearance of each denomination in the series. Through this campaign, we intend to ensure that all Belizeans will see the new currency notes as a symbol of national pride, another reason to celebrate the beauty and rich history of our country. The Central Bank continues to work to safeguard the integrity of Belize's money and ultimately promote financial system stability. We encourage every citizen to embrace this change with pride and confidence, knowing that it reflects our dedication to ensuring a secure financial future for all. Thank you for joining us today as we cement our place among the countries of the world with the safest and most secure banknotes while celebrating another milestone in the history of our beautiful, independent country. Thank you and welcome to this event.
And thank you so much, Governor of the Central Bank of Belize, Mr. Kareem Michael. Give Kareem another round of applause, please, because a lot of work went into this. And you know, like you said, it's a symbol of national pride that we're unveiling here today. Right? Our national pride will be showing, and the important thing, and I'll just repeat what he said, the value of our money remains the same, and that is important, right? the value of our money remains the same. The dollar is the same dollar. The $2 are still 2 to 1 to the US, right? And it will always be like that. So thank you again, Governor Michael, for sharing the vision and significance of this milestone event and for reaffirming the central bank's commitment to the integrity and security of our currency. Next, I'd like to welcome a key partner in this initiative. And the banknote producer is De La Rue. And they have worked alongside the central bank in bringing these notes to life. So, ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me in welcoming Mr. Gareth Evans, Regional Director of De La Rue, and Mr. Stuart Ross, Principal Banknote Designer, to the stage. Gentlemen, adelante, por favor.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know that protocol has already been established, but I will just make a few acknowledgements, if that's okay. Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Froila Zalam, Prime Minister, Honourable John Briceño, members of the House of the National Assembly, Governor of the Central Bank of Belize, Mr. Kareem Michael, government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honour for us to be here today for the unveiling of the new banknote series for Belize. We in De La Rue take huge pride in our relationship with Belize, having worked with the central bank since its inception in 1982. We'd like to once again extend our thanks to Governor Michael and his team for placing their trust in us to work with them on this monumentous project. In today's rapidly evolving global economy, you will no doubt hear that digital payment methods are on the rise and cash is dying. That's not the case. A large number of the global population still relies very heavily on cash, and the volume in cash in circulation globally is still rising year on year. The need for secure and durable currency therefore remains critical. Whilst counterfeit levels in Belize are thankfully currently low, it is important for the central bank to consider the wider regional and global trends to ensure it evolves and safeguards the currency against current and future counterfeit threats. Looking around this region, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas and the countries of the Eastern Caribbean have all recently introduced new banknotes with enhanced features, and it's important for the central bank to take steps to guard against any perceived relative weakness that may encourage organised criminals. Utilising the latest techniques in the design for Belize's new banknotes, we're introducing advanced security features that are at the forefront of the industry. These features include the use of cutting-edge holographic and dynamic colour-shifting technologies depicting iconic Belizean imagery. These elements enhance the visual appearance of the banknotes but promote authentication for the public. Additional layers of security are embedded in the designs for authentication in professional environments, using simple tools such as UV lamps or magnifiers. This combination of features aids in making counterfeiting a daunting challenge for even the most determined of criminals. The introduction of innovative new security features in your banknotes ensures that you're protecting yourselves against counterfeiting and safeguarding the hard-earned money of all Belizeans, both now and in the years ahead. This is about more than just features. It's about trust and confidence. Trust in your banknotes and confidence to participate in your economy. Moreover, durability is a key aspect of the new notes. Banknotes work very hard in circulation. They're a vital part of everyday life, passing constantly among citizens, businesses, and banks alike. Therefore, the new banknotes incorporate materials and processes that ensure they will stand the test of time. The traditional cotton banknote paper has been reinforced and coated with special durability treatments to ensure the new series is crafted to withstand the wear and tear and demands of daily use in Belize, and they remain vibrant and functional throughout their useful life. But beyond the security and the durability, the importance of the aesthetic appeal of the banknotes cannot be overlooked. It is often stated that a banknote is like a country's business card. The designs should invoke pride. They should inspire and resonate with the public who use them. And with that in mind, each note in this new series has been meticulously designed to celebrate the rich tapestry of Belizean culture. Working closely with the team at the Central Bank, the Delarue designers, led by Stuart here, has created a vibrant, fresh series of banknotes for the people of Belize.
Thank you, Gareth. The new banknote series represents a pictorial view of Belize, organised by theme and by denomination. From majestic beauty of Belize's natural landscapes and their inhabitants, such as your beautiful waterfalls, vibrant marine life and lush jungles, to man-made landmarks celebrating Mayan heritage and historic buildings. Each denomination pays homage to your nation and acts as a canvas of its own identity. We wanted to create banknotes that Belizeans would not only use but also cherish. On the fronts of the banknotes, you will immediately notice a change to the portraits. The designs now include images of important Belizean leaders positioned alongside your national flower, the orchid. The orchid also doubles as a security feature, viewable under UV light. The main thematic subject of each denomination is also depicted on the front of each note as a small vignette, prompting the user to turn over and study the larger scope of the thematic scenes on the reverse. Traditional features such as watermarks and see-throughs are constantly positioned across the series, relating to each other through the portraits, and include Mayan numeral graphics to denote denomination. You will also notice connected thematic detail across the series built into the innovative security threads, holographic stripes, and printed features to promote authentication. Tilting the notes will reveal bright colour, changing and dynamic movement of these new features. Colour plays an important role in differentiating each denomination, making it easier to recognise value quickly with large value numerals on the front and reverse. There is also additional tactility on the notes with raised ink bars to provide a little extra assistance to the visually impaired. We encourage you all to take your time looking at the designs, becoming familiar with them, and explore the integrated security features. Your currency is more effective as a secure document if you know the features and the related subject matter. We're delighted to celebrate this new era for Belizean currency, one characterized by innovation, security, durability, and the reflection of a nation.
So in closing, in featuring notable Belizean figures, iconic landscapes, national symbols, and the unique flora and fauna that make Belize so special, we aim to inspire national pride and unity in every citizen, so that when you hold one of these banknotes, you are not just holding currency, you are holding a piece of Belize itself. We truly very much hope that the people of the Belize will agree. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much, Mr. Evans and Mr. Ross, for your partnership and the insights you just gave us. I like how you ended when you're holding the new banknote, you're holding a piece of Belizean history. That is great. This is the most beautiful country in the world, and let's give it a round of applause, please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you our keynote speaker. I'm referring to the Honorable John Briceño, Prime Minister of Belize. Prime Minister Briceño is also the Minister of Finance. Give Prime Minister Briceño a round of applause, please, as he addresses us on this historic occasion.
Muchas gracias, Don René. Thank you very much. And good evening to everyone here at the Civic Center. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this historic day when we unveil new Belizean banknotes. And I know when we just mentioned that we were going to change and that we would no longer have the picture of the Queen on the banknotes, there was some panic among people saying that if the money is going to be devalued or anything like that. And there's absolutely no truth, and the governor of the central bank spoke about it earlier, but we're just making the Belize dollar more Belizean. How more Belizean can you be when you include the father of the nation and Philip Goulson? So it is for the very first time the Belizean currency notes will bear the image of our national heroes. In 1976, the first issue of currency notes under the Monetary Authority of Belize was put into circulation. The notes were designed to depict Belize's marine and wildlife and our National Assembly building. In 1983, the Central Bank of Belize put into circulation the first issue of banknotes bearing the words Central Bank of Belize. The primary reason for this change was to incorporate technological advancements into new notes for increased security features and durability. In 2023, Cabinet supported the plan for new notes to be put into circulation bearing images of our national heroes. This is one more way for us to remember the sacrifices of those who came before us. And I want to acknowledge the families of both the Price family and the Goulson families, for those that are here with us, and to say thank you on behalf of the Belizean people for the sacrifice of both Mr. Price and Mr. Goulson, and even the families that had to sacrifice those years when these two gentlemen were fighting for a national identity and fighting for an independent Belize. Each time we look at the faces on our new currency, we are seeing history. We're seeing leadership. We're seeing the great work of the father of our nation, George Price, whose whole life was dedicated to service to our country. We will remember Philip Goulson and the fact that he spent time to the building next to the Central Bank, the part of the museum, where he was imprisoned for his nonviolent resistance against a cruel colonialism. The story of our national heroes is embedded in the story of Belize. Today, we honor Belize's cultural heritage and the transformative impact our national heroes have had on our country. George Price led a revolution that was peaceful and constructive. He worked hard every single day to lead our nation to independence. Philip Goulson understood the value of hard work and became known for his tireless work to defend his values. Today, as we look to the future and admire the redesign of the new secure currency notes, let us look beyond its value, but see in this as an investment in our economic stability. Let us also celebrate those heroes who exemplify our national heroes who symbolize our resistance. And these banknotes, as these banknotes begin to circulate, let them serve as a tangible connection to our past and a symbol of the bright future that lies ahead. Let us celebrate our Belizean heritage, and recommit ourselves in service to our country, creating a better Belize for everyone. Thank you, and may God continue to bless our beautiful country.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister, for your inspiring words and for reminding us of the cultural significance and national pride that these banknotes represent. Thank you so much. I'd like to invite the Governor, Kareem Michael, to return to stage. This is the moment we have been waiting for. Right, there you are, Mr. Governor. This is the moment we have been waiting for, the official unveiling of our new currency note. Thank you so much, and let me tell you that up here we'll be unveiling the 100 and the 50, but the others, the 20, the 10, the 5, and the 2, can be seen as you move around outside, right? So we'll only be unveiling the 100 and the 50 on stage right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is with humility and very lots of emotion that I will do a 3-to-1 countdown, Mr. Prime Minister, right? So, you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the new $50 and $100 banknotes of Belize. Another round of applause, please, because, like I said, this is history in the making, right? We are witnessing history at this point in time. Let's give our distinguished guests time to look at it. You'll be able to come and look at it a little later on because we're going to put it right down there.
Thank you very much. Gracias.
Thank you, sir. I won't take and leave peep, sorry. And so it will be taken down because we're going to show a video, right? Okay. Now, these notes, like you see, are not just a redesign, they are a celebration of who we are as a nation, honoring our heroes and strengthening our security. Again, thank you, De La Rue, for the wonderful work. Now, I'll draw your attention. I think we should be having a video display. You have to bring them down. You have to bring it down. So we do the video display here. So move this, put it down there, and then we do the video display. So they will put it down right here so we can enjoy the video display that will be shown on screen here. So kindly direct your attention to the screen for a video highlighting the new currency notes. Very emotional moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we see our national heroes proudly displayed on our banknotes. Indeed, it's a very touching and emotional moment. What I feel, you know. Okay, to close today's ceremony and ceremonial launching, we'd like to call on the Financial Secretary, Mr. Joseph Waite, and he'll be delivering the closing remarks this afternoon, after which we are inviting our guests to stay back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Excellency Governor General, Prime Minister, Governor of Central Bank, and all invited guests here. I would like to thank you all for joining us here today, both in person and those who are joining virtually, for the launch of Belize's new redesigned currency notes. Thank you to the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, to the Governor of the Central Bank for hosting this event. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to say a few concluding remarks. I would like to take a moment to highlight the important messages from today's event. Governor Michael highlighted one of the core functions of the central bank, that is, to maintain public confidence in our currency. The new redesigned banknotes reflect the central bank's commitment to ensuring integrity and security of our currency, and by extension, in engendering increased public confidence in the currency. We also appreciate the remarks from Mr. Evans and Mr. Ross from Delarue, the printers of our new notes, who have provided us with state-of-the-art technical processes, such as the design, the innovations, the security enhancements, aimed at keeping our currency safe from counterfeiting and durable. Thank you and your team for such valuable partners, being such valuable partners in this process. The Prime Minister also highlighted the design of new currency to take pride in our rich cultural heritage and to celebrate the achievements of our national heroes. Like George Price and Philip Golson before us, it is now up to us, our responsibility, to create and maintain the conditions aimed at economic development and improving the quality of life for all Belizeans. Maintaining the stability of our exchange rate and public confidence in our currency notes are just but two of these core responsibilities. As the new currency notes are put into circulation later this year, I must reiterate that the value of the Belize dollar will remain the same, pegged at $2 Belize to $1 US dollar. This will not change. The people of Belize will have a new currency with modern look and new features, with absolutely no change in the value of the currency. As we reflect on the insights from this ceremony, let us translate the collective wisdom we have gained into visible action. Let us reflect on what these new banknotes represent: a tribute to our past, a commitment to our present and future development. Let the successes of our history inspire us to uphold values of service and progress while moving forward to a bold and brighter future. Finally, allow me to thank those who have worked to bring this vision to life. Thank you to our Master of Ceremonies, to our speakers, to Reverend Pollock, and to the Central Bank for Central Bank's organizing team, who worked tirelessly in the background to make this day so very special. I would like to extend gratitude to those who helped in identifying and selecting the various images on the new currency notes. And I apologize in advance if I've left out anyone, but the names that come to mind is Miss Mary Alpuche from the Belize Archives and Records Department, Dr. Melissa Badillo and Ms. Rumari Koo from the Institute of Archaeology, Reverend Bishop Philip Wright from the Anglican Diocese, Mr. Saul Cruz from the National Biodiversity Office, and Mr. Wilbert Sabido from the Belize Forest Department. And again, I know I have not included everyone, and I apologize if I've overlooked or not mentioned. So, in closing, I would like to thank all who have joined, both here in person and virtually, at the ceremony today, and wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Financial Secretary. Joseph Waite, for your thoughtful words and for encouraging us to embrace this change with pride and confidence. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of the official portion of this ceremony. On behalf of the government of Belize and the Central Bank of Belize, I'd like to thank each of you for being part of this momentous and historic occasion. And to view and learn about the new currency notes, you can visit the Central Bank's website at www.centralbank.org.bz. That's www.centralbank.org.bz. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. And like I said, the other notes, the 20, the 10, the 5, and the 2, you can get to see them while we are socializing outside. So we go out now, take a right, and let's enjoy this historic day. Thank you so much, and a round of applause for Belize. Long live Belize. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.